Yeah. Da da da. One time. Whoa. Listen. And lately I've been a mess. I really think that I'm depressed. You try to tell me not to worry when you know and I be stressed. I looked on the bright side just to see you love me.
Welcome to another episode of Around the 412, part of the Pod Hub Network. I am Tyler, and with me, as always, are Smitty and Herb. Happy St. Patty's Day,
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
Some green on, no green on.
A lot of red too. Or
This
a
is
lot
my
of red.
this is my first green shirt that isn't a work shirt.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't have one in my wardrobe before that.
I still don't own one. This is the only thing green I have.
History being made.
My mom bought it for me. No shame.
So, part of the Pod Hub Network, I do want to say before we start, big shout out to, we welcome a new podcast onto the Pod Hub Network. Break the news right now because we haven't tweeted out yet from there. The Brothers in the Bird podcast is now part of the Pod Hub Network. Shout out to Joe and Ralph Del Sardo. For anybody, I was trying to figure out how I knew that name. Joe actually played football at Pitt, and he was on the team with Larry Fitz.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Cool.
They have we're gonna be putting up a couple of their episodes just on Pod Hub's site, but that you can find them on iTunes right now. Anyway, they had Andrew Filipponi on 2 episodes ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's actually very cool. Filipponi, when you get him out of the radio station,
Yeah.
that was like a very it was called Pony Uncensored. He was like, "Can I swear on here?" and then immediately said the F word. Like it was just he actually seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You're probably wondering why I tweeted that when I did.
well, no, I knew why you tweeted it.
Oh, okay.
Because I had heard clips from every year they do the Fan Uncensored where they go to, I don't know if they go to Jurgles or something, but
Yeah, it's
it's like
probably
all the
Jurgles.
fan guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's basically like they do a show, but it's just the
Relaxed.
guys talking, and it's in
Yeah.
a bar, and they can say whatever they want. Like they
Mm.
can swear and stuff.
Right.
I want to go to that.
So, but I figured I knew what you meant because I saw you tweeted like I just started listening to this, and I already kind of like Andrew Filipponi.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't expect to agree with everybody on something,
No.
but that wasn't the point. He was just very
He seems like a cool dude.
easy to talk to. It seemed like for them. He was actually with them.
Yeah.
Not they didn't do a
Oh,
phone
oh,
call.
nice.
He was
Yeah.
actually with them talking. So, big shout out to those guys. Happy to have them on board with us.
Around the 412 guys.
Pony or them?
Pony.
Both.
Right.
I don't
we
care
got
if
a
there's a
lot
glare.
more.
Have
We've got a
we-
lot more lighting in here.
Have we talked too much crap on him?
Oh yeah. But
You
I feel,
have.
well, yeah.
But here's the once again, I feel like
It's the same thing with Mark Madden.
that's
we
okay.
have a glare now.
Yeah, I know it's fine. I was literally
It's
saying that. And I got cut
It's
off.
like on half the screen.
Yeah.
I'm fine, so you guys can see me perfectly. So
You don't want to see me anyway, so.
Yeah,
getting
his
back to your
face is
thing though,
bloody. His-
it's like people that disagree and say stuff about each other all the time seem to end up linking up and talking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, it's.
Look
I'm
at,
not going to say it because
Jason
I don't
and
know.
NS9 last year.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
it
Is
just
that what you
take-
were gonna say?
it
No,
just
I was going
oh.
to say Filipponi and North 49, but they haven't done anything yet.
It just
Oh.
yeah. It,
I was
it
gonna
takes,
say also you and Jason because you did something.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I started Pittsburgh World War.
I know.
around
in,
around
in,
the 412, but
in my
her.
pocket.
But
Yeah.
My pocket blew up.
But anyway, yeah. So we do have actually a lot to talk about in the NFL world. Which was kind of, I mean, we knew that free agency was coming up, but nobody expected the 2 trades
No.
within a week that happened. I mean,
There's been a lot of shakeup.
Antonio Brown.
You're signed in under Around the 412, so it doesn't count as a viewer.
Okay.
I just didn't
I
know.
was like-
I just
I was
didn't know
like,
if you saw that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sorry.
we knew that Antonio Brown was probably going to be traded,
Yeah.
so that was not a surprise,
The thing that was a surprise was the day after we recorded.
right? And Odell Beckham Jr. also getting traded
Mm-hmm.
to the same division that we are in.
Yeah. I forgot it was the Browns.
People were freaking out about the return for OBJ and comparing it to the return for Brown.
By the way, anybody that hears this and is going to think that I said to the same division as Antonio Brown, I said to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because I said one way louder than the other. My voice
Yeah.
came back down. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how you can compare those 2 trades.
You can.
like OBJ didn't do anything outside of football to ruin his value.
Right. I don't know if he saw the trade coming. Because it
Probably
wasn't
not.
Pissed.
It's like, here's the thing with him was people were asking about him but never thought that the Giants would accept it. It was
Yeah.
just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. People thought it's this team's offering their first round pick for him, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and Jabril Peppers, who was a middle-of-the-pack safety last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the Giants did okay, but at the same time, I don't understand what the Giants are doing. Like, they're going forward and backward at the same time.
Yeah.
You let Landon Collins just completely go, and you could have franchise tagged him.
Mm.
And then you trade OBJ, but you still have your 38-year-old quarterback. You drafted a running back last year, number 2 overall. Saquon Barkley is great.
He's
But
all
there's
alone.
no point in having a running back there.
Yeah.
If the rest of the team sucks.
He gets hurt. I'm putting bets that they go 0-16.
I mean, what are you going to hand him the ball 40 times a game?
Yes.
Like,
He's going to have 70 carries for 200 yards and a touchdown
and that's the thing. He's
every
not,
game.
He's not running behind a great line either. It's like last year, his numbers were obviously very good, but the yards per carry weren't even that great. It's like he could run for 15 yards for 20 carries aside from like an 80-yard run.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was. I was going to say most of his high yardage games came off of like
A couple carries.
70 or 80-yard run.
So I mean, I love Saquon Barkley as a player. I think he's fantastic. I didn't agree with the pick when they did it. I didn't think that a running back should go number 2 overall, especially
In that
to that
draft.
team
And that,
that needed so many other things.
Number one, a
starting with
quarterback.
a quarterback. Yeah, the most important position on the field. And then to now this year make it look even worse by letting 2 of your best players go and then bringing on Golden Tate for some reason in free agency.
For
So
$38 million.
once again, they're just
Yeah.
trying to just stay there in mediocrity.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like Golden Tate, but $38 million.
I
Yeah,
like
I-
Golden Tate. I mean, I know that we were tweeting him and stuff like that, getting on the
Yeah.
bandwagon.
You gotta have some
I didn't
fun.
I didn't really see the fit here.
Yeah.
At the same time, I wouldn't have been
Hated
upset had they done it, because I think that Juju is capable of playing outside. Like Golden Tate, there's no changing his game at this point in his career. He's a slot receiver. You get him the ball, and I think he forced the most missed tackles among receivers last year.
Oh, wow.
So-
Yeah.
Well, they're paying him as a number 1. I don't think Golden Tate is a number 1. I think he's a good
Yeah.
number 2 receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
at
he's
least
a
not like a
complimentary
if he's your number
receiver.
1, then that's not very good. Yeah.
Realistically,
good team.
Saquon's their number 1 receiver because he's going to
Literally.
catch the most passes because of the checkdowns.
Is he going to be the best receiver and best running back?
On that team, yeah.
So I mean, you look at what they have now. It doesn't sound that bad. I mean, Evan Ingram at tight end, Sterling
Yeah.
Shepard is the other receiver opposite Golden Tate.
If they can stay healthy.
Well, I guess
I
they
mean-
they upgraded their line at with the Browns trade.
Right. Yeah, I actually like that trade more for the Giants than the Browns.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, but
who was the guy
Who
that
did,
got
I would say
traded
who did
to
the Browns get?
Yeah.
Olivier Vernon.
Okay, I knew
what-
it started
It
with
was
a V.
like swap of 4th-round picks, I believe,
Yeah.
and Vernon for Kevin Zeitler.
I saw a tweet. It was Vernon blocking, and he just got bowled over, and somebody was like, this guy says he's the best right guard in the league.
Yeah, he's.
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
But yeah, Olivier Vernon at this point in his career, I just feel like he's kind of
A body.
took the words right out of my mouth. And then the AB trade, we actually. Oh, another thing.
I was going to say, plug.
Going back to the Podhub Network, the podcast has launched.
Don't get confused.
That came about within a week. We
That
decided we would
literally-
do
that
that.
followed me, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
So, for you guys that don't know Herman, he's actually going to be the regular host of that. He wasn't around to do it that
That last
episode,
one, yeah.
but we were like, this is such a hot topic. We were having a debate about it on Twitter. We wanted to put it out there. It's going to be
Debate.
yeah.
You guys were arguing with each other.
Right.
Literally.
It's going to be.
It was heated 11 minutes
That's what it's for. That's
Yeah.
what it's going to be used for. If there's just a topic that people want to hash out,
in. Instant
then
reactionary.
that is
yeah.
what you're going to go on that podcast.
Yep.
So Geddes and I guess we're on the same side for most of it. We ended up disagreeing on one
Yeah.
part of it.
Geddes was over here. You were here. Ryan was over here.
Yeah, and then there was Tong, who
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind of with Ryan.
Yeah.
My whole thing was, and Tong and Ryan disagreed that no matter what, Antonio Brown couldn't be a Steeler.
Yeah.
And they disagree with that. They said if the return isn't right, keep him. Make him sit out, which, as a fan, I can get people saying that, but as an organization, you can't run it out of spite.
Yeah.
You got to get your best possible return.
What do you mean make him sit out?
Make him retire or feel like when it does, he's not going to miss paychecks, so he's going to show up
Yeah.
and play.
That, and he also said that if they didn't trade him, he wasn't afraid to retire.
But so for me, I don't think that the Steelers necessarily handled it great, and that's what Ryan said. Coming out and saying basically we're trading him.
Yeah.
And I get that. I guess my point was it wouldn't have mattered if they did because he said it. His social media, in its own, was the reason he was traded. Like,
Yeah.
he was doing everything possible to burn bridges, and look at him after
Yeah,
he got traded. Dyed his mustache no longer blonde, got his locks cut off.
you can't tell me that wasn't
Like-
premeditated.
Yeah, I mean, him and his agent knew what they were doing,
Mhm.
and this is kind of where Geddes and I disagree. Geddes is all about the money for the players.
Yeah.
I get that, millionaires over billionaires, but no one forced him to sign that contract a couple years ago.
Yeah.
where he had zero guaranteed money in his last 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he should honor that, and Geddes is about the players getting their money. And when it comes to free agency, yeah, everybody maxed out, and I get that the NFL's a little different because of the non-guaranteed contracts and stuff like that, and that's the sport where you're putting the most on your body.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword, I think. But for me, at least, I just think Antonio went about it the completely wrong way. Like, it was all about money the entire time, and if you're going to sign a contract, honor it.
Yeah. I agree with that, but I have that little caveat of if they want a new contract and the owners are okay with a new contract and reforming it or whatever, then go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
but
in
that's
between
what I
you and
wonder,
Geddes.
like,
yeah,
Obviously, it wasn't just money.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Ben, obviously, there was something there.
yeah,
But it gave him a way to use that to get the money.
yeah,
So, what if the Steelers did try to give him, the guaranteed dollars, give him the contract that Oakland did? We won't, who knows?
yeah. If they even could.
But as far as the return, listening to Oakland GM Mike Mayock talk about it, he said that the Steelers did ask for they knew they weren't getting the first.
Yeah.
Once the Buffalo deal fell through, it was literally just Oakland. They came into the mix, and Steelers didn't even ask about their first. Mike Mayock said they asked about their second,
Yeah.
and he said that's not happening.
Really?
How about our third? And that's kind of where.
I'm kind of confused at why you wouldn't give up your second if you have 3 first-round picks.
Me too, but I mean, I
Stock
don't
up?
see. That's the thing. That's where we don't know how aggressive Kevin Colbert was, because
Yeah.
he could have said, no, I'm not doing it
Could've
unless
hung up the
unless
phone.
it's the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
But getting back to the point where Kevin Colbert feels like I felt like regardless he can't be a Steeler.
Yeah.
We got to take whatever we can get. Then, But I don't know if he tried for that, how hard he tried for that second, I guess is what I'm getting at. I mean, was he super aggressive? Did he say, no, I'm not taking that third. It's got to be the second.
And I think we've discussed it before. Isn't this draft class deeper than usual?
Like doing them. I mean, I don't buy into like the mock drafts, but I love doing them myself personally. Like, I don't look at anybody else's,
Yeah.
but it's crazy because like a wide receiver like DeMarcus Lodge, who I love from Ole Miss, is going like the 5th round.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just guys that can step in right away and contribute even in the 6th and 7th. So
Yeah. I mean, if the Raiders
now
hit
the
on all 4 of
quarterback
those
position
picks-
I don't think is incredibly deep. I think there's 2, maybe 3
Yeah.
that are starters in the NFL.
To me, I think
Maybe.
2.
Yeah. And so at that position, I think there's a ton of good running backs. Like, I think there's going to be really good undrafted running backs
Oh yeah.
that are to be able to contribute, such as, both the guys from Pitt could probably be
Yeah.
decent NFL players.
Yeah.
And Olesen I've seen go in the 7th round
Mhm.
in a lot of mock drafts, but,
That's wild.
we'll see.
I mean, in mock drafts, they have like Bryce Love and
Snell.
Snell going in like the 6th round.
Yeah. I mean, I love the running back class. I love the receiver class. The linebacker class, which is, of course, the Steelers. It's thin up top. That's why I'm worried about what the Steelers are going to do if Devin White and Devin Bush both aren't there. Devin Bush is killing me because he's doing so well before the draft.
Yeah.
Like, it started out, I wasn't even sure if he was a first rounder. Now, I don't think he's getting a 20.
Wow.
Like, insane combine. And then he did all the drills that the defensive backs were doing at his pro day,
Oh, yeah.
Michigan's pro day, and did it better than the defensive backs did at the combine.
Oh.
So, yeah, he's killing it leading up to the draft, and I'm worried he's not going to get to 20. I don't think Devin White was going to be an option at 20.
No.
So the only option I think for the Steelers to get one of those guys is
Trade
to
up.
use one of those thirds. But I don't know how many spots they can move up using one of those thirds. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if it took AB in a 5th to move up to 9th.
yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. It's like nobody else was offering a first or even a second, and
Yeah.
Buffalo was willing to do that. He should want. Oh, hey, look.
Hey.
Yeah, Ryan says he can't hear anything unless it's on his end.
What does that mean? On his end.
I don't know.
Like unless it's like on his hand, like his phone or something or his app or.
Here, I'll stop
I
the
don't know.
stream and start it up again. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, we can keep talking and going on.
Let's say we're still recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
I subscribe to Twitch Prime, by the way.
That's what I was looking to read, and then I realized Ryan said that. Interesting. So trade, and then obviously free agency.
Mhm.
Big one for the Steeler fans is Le'Veon going to the Jets.
Yeah.
Man, people are making such a joke now of this guy. Like, I don't care. Like, it was his decision. I said from the beginning, whether or not I agree with whether it's going to pay off for him, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that it did. I get that he's getting more fully guaranteed money, but if the dude played 2 seasons for the Steelers, it was more beneficial to be a Steeler.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but regardless of that, it's his decision.
Haha, fixed it. Yeah.
It's his decision. I wish him nothing but the best in New York. I didn't have a problem. Like, he got screwed by the franchise tag, which is
Yeah.
just a system I don't agree with. He played his rookie contract out like he's supposed to.
Yep.
And then they tagged him, and could have tagged him again, but they didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't have for that price, but just saying it was a possibility to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Le'Veon is a Jet, which was kind of, the front runner the entire time. Apparently, the Ravens and Raiders were kind of in the mix, but people are even disputing that. People were saying it was,
I seen
Jets
the
the whole
Colts
time.
were in, apparently.
Yeah. The Colts,
I think
think
people
any
said
team
that
with
just
money-
because of how much cap space they had.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't totally get because I actually really like Marlon Mack, and I feel like at that point you just need kind of a complimentary back, and you have to pay Le'Veon the money he's
Yeah,
going to get to.
exactly.
Earl Thomas to the Ravens, which obviously impacts the Steelers.
That was surprising.
I didn't hear them at all.
Yeah.
I was worried when I saw that thing about Cleveland. It was somebody with a check mark that tweeted it, so everyone believed it. I think when free agency started, not free agency itself started, but like the tampering period and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Going back to the end of last season, it was kind of he's going to be a Cowboy. I mean, that's they were talking before he was even a free agent.
Yeah.
A video got released to him saying, "Come get me," to the Cowboys. So, but yeah, to see him in a Ravens uniform is going to be weird.
Yeah.
He's going to be a 30-year-old coming off a season-ending injury.
Broken leg, right?
He has, yeah.
Mhm.
He hasn't, he's missed
And he
games.
flipped off the bench.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. That's going to be one of the more iconic pictures of
So
2018.
I guess I'm not necessarily surprised because he obviously has the pedigree
Mm.
for the contract that he got, but I was kind of surprised coming off the injury that he did,
Oh, yeah.
and at 30 years old that he got the contract from the Ravens, especially with what the Ravens have done elsewise, cutting Weddle,
Oh, yeah.
letting Mosley walk. They've
Yeah.
lost 5 starters.
Yep.
I mean, bringing in
Maybe they
Earl
felt like they
Thomas-
needed to do something.
They definitely need to get rid of Weddle, in my opinion.
Like maybe they overpaid because
I
they
don't
needed
see.
someone
Okay,
to bring someone in.
the Weddle swap for Thomas it evens out, if not better. I mean, Weddle's even older than
Yeah.
Earl Thomas.
And
That-
paid more, I think.
Hmm?
Wasn't Weddle paid more?
If he stayed with the Ravens, I don't know what his cap hit
I was going to say, I can't remember. I feel like he was paid more.
But
I
it's
guess
not.
Norman-
His new deal with the Rams isn't
too
even
big.
near that. Yeah,
Yeah.
even near Thomas's money. But
Who said what?
Stream Elements.
here's
okay.
not. Yeah. Um,
I just want to make
Mosley.
sure.
C.J. Mosley got he got basically mid-tier quarterback money from the Jets.
Oh,
$17
that's
million a
right.
season.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand the Ravens not doing that, but how are you replacing that? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a running back.
Mhm.
Like it's like how do you replace a good running back? Well, with
You get another
different
one.
running backs that do different things.
Yeah.
You replace one guy with 3 guys that do those things together.
Yeah.
A linebacker, I don't like C.J. Mosley. I don't know how you replace that.
I
but
mean,
Yeah.
you can see it what has happened with the Steelers since Shazier's been out.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to
that's
replace
a
him.
good comparison. That's the same draft class too. I mean, that's the guy that people wanted instead of Shazier.
Yeah.
So
But looking at just the Ravens also lost Zadarius Smith to the Packers.
Yep.
Who else? I saw that they lost
Suggs.
5 defense. Yeah. How did I?
Oh,
Cardinals.
Suggs to
Pittsburgh
the
West.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have another free agent from their defense as well. So they're probably losing 5 out of their 11 starting defensive players from last season.
That I don't think that team's.
And
gonna
we
be
know the
very good.
replacement for one of them.
Yeah. I still don't think they're going to be very good.
They also signed Mark Ingram. I
Yeah.
don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah.
That-
I
that
did
was
not
a nice
mention that yet.
pickup.
I mean, I had that on the free agent list.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think teams are going to figure out Lamar Jackson this
I'm
year.
curious to see how that runs because, I know that a lot of people were talking about, Lamar Jackson and Le'Veon. Now it's Lamar Jackson and Mark Ingram.
Yeah.
Mark Ingram's not the same type of running back. I don't.
No.
So
He
we'll see.
he worked in New Orleans because
I think
he
it might
wasn't
be
the
an
main-
upgrade of what they had, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than Gus Edwards was like crazy for a couple weeks for them.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Ryan Tannehill got traded as well.
Yeah, for nothing.
for a 4th-round pick
Well,
in 2020.
yeah, I thought it was a 5th.
But-
Sorry.
4th and 7th for Tannehill and a 6th.
Yeah.
So, but he was going to be cut. That's why I don't
Was
get
he?
it. Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I don't get it for the Titans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty decent insurance when you
Yeah.
think about it. Like, I know Tannehill's not that great, but he's a capable quarterback, and
Yeah.
he's your backup now to Mariota. And Mariota, he has a tendency for getting injured.
Yeah.
He had a shoulder injury last year that a lot of people thought might end his career.
Oh. I didn't know it was that bad.
So
I might be dumb. Who's the quarterback in Miami now?
you're
I
not
don't
dumb
know.
because they don't have one.
yeah.
Their starter,
So-
they have 2 quarterbacks on their roster. Luke Falk, who was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
Sounds like a hockey player.
And I don't remember the name of the other one.
Luke
so,
Falk. It's like Washington State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They're gonna have to draft one.
Yeah,
Well,
they,
I'm wondering.
but they also are like a lot of people think they're already in tank mode, like just
Oh.
openly tanking.
Well, I mean,
What, for like next year's draft class?
Yeah.
would you blame them?
No.
Tank for Tua.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
people are already
God.
putting up like edits of him in their uniform and
Who's the other one? Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Eh.
Hurts, but I don't really think he'll be an NFL quarterback. In that draft class, I'd have to look at quarterbacks. I don't know.
they
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
not-
get the number 1 pick.
Yeah. I mean, unless they want to trade up this year for Haskins or Kyler. But if you ask me, based off Kyler's pro day, I don't think Kyler's getting past 4. I don't think he's getting past the
No,
Raiders.
Not a chance.
Who's in top? Cardinals.
It's Cardinals, then
Niners.
Niners aren't going to pick him.
No.
And,
Jets.
Yeah. But I don't. The only team that I could see trying to trade up would be New York, but I think they're probably going to stick with Haskins, or like try to get
They
Haskins.
said they don't have interest in him today. Yeah.
What?
A report came out that they don't think that he fits there.
Neither does Eli.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that. I forgot that I.
All right then.
Yeah.
Have fun drafting whoever then.
They're probably not going to draft a quarterback if they don't like him. Say that Kyler is gone, and they
What-
don't
well,
want Haskins.
Actually, what if they trade for Josh Rosen? Maybe they like him.
Maybe a lot.
That would be
I've
interesting.
seen that. Yeah, I've seen that scenario.
Either way, I don't think Kyler gets past 4. I don't think he gets past the Raiders, but I do think he'll be picked number 1 overall.
Agreed.
They're going to be. I don't know.
So I do have some questions.
I
later in
am
the show,
not
by the way.
a fan of them keeping the number 1 overall pick to take him.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well, I think the lowest you can trade down to is 3, because I think the Raiders will take him. Because apparently Gruden likes him a lot.
Yeah. They were
Yeah,
trying to get
but
the super team of Bell, Brown, and
Right,
Murray.
but like just based off this post Antonio stuff, I feel like Carr's the quarterback for at least this year.
Yeah.
Not saying that they have 3 first-round picks. Not saying they won't use one on a quarterback, but
I just
I don't know.
don't see Gruden and the Raiders doing well at all, as long as he's there.
they're gonna be a.
They're going to be the
I don't
best.
want to
The
call them a
best six.
circus. They're gonna be an exciting, I guess. Like
They're going to be the best 6-10 team in the NFL.
yeah,
If they finish any less than that,
like they're gonna be entertaining. That's the word I'm looking for.
if they finish any less than that, it will be a circus.
They cut Jordy Nelson, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is trying to get back to the Packers.
it's funny because how we were talking about earlier the Olivier Vernon for Kevin. I don't know if it's Zeitler or Zeitler
I think it's
trade.
Zeitler. Was that
Um,
Zeitler? I don't
It
know.
was Kevin Zeitler's birthday,
Yeah.
and they put up a tweet, and then got traded, and then Jordy
Oakland-
Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NFL put up a picture. It was like new look Raiders, and it was Carr, AB, and Nelson.
No.
Okay.
And Nelson
Since
Rogers.
when does the NFL social media accounts welcome a player to a team?
Yeah, no idea.
I don't know.
It's a John Gruden burner.
Also, I'm kind of triggered that as soon as he's traded, the blonde mustache is gone, the hair is cut, and he's fine.
Hence why I said it's premeditated.
I don't know if he's fine. I mean, I watched that press conference.
I know that, but you know what I mean. Like, he's not being outlandish anymore.
Apparently, there was a lot of reason to be mad at Art too. In that
And in
situation.
that video, I saw you pointed out that when he was talking to Carr, he said it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
What's
See,
a long time
yeah,
coming?
And they were
a month?
And they were trying to recruit Bell before Antonio Brown was traded to the Raiders.
Yeah, that whole situation is fishy.
But yeah, I was talking to somebody who
But good riddance.
knows a lot of the higher ups in the Steelers organization today, and apparently people are pissed at Art too about saying that they didn't see or that he didn't see them seeing Antonio Brown on the training camp roster.
Yeah, that goes back
Yeah.
a while before this. Like that's one of the first
Yeah,
things.
that
like
was
when it first
January.
started.
Still,
Might have been.
might have been the end of January.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It had to be sometime in January.
Yeah, there apparently was a lot of people not happy about that. So
Once again, yeah, it's just they were kind of too open with the situation.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm saying, my point is, I don't know if it would have mattered, like with how open Antonio was about
yeah,
it.
exactly.
You know, like he could have gotten what he wanted. If all he wanted was to be traded,
Mm-hmm.
he could have gotten that and said nothing.
Yeah.
You know. All right, so Kareem Hunt got suspended
Yes, for a shorter amount of time than he should have, but
8 games.
so half the season the Browns have to rely on Nick Chubb.
I mean, that's not necessarily bad.
Exactly, my point. My point exactly.
You got Nick Chubb and Duke Johnson as your backup.
Personally, I
That's
think
not a
Nick
bad
Chubb's
thing.
better than Kareem Hunt.
I
I
can
think
see it.
Kareem Hunt just fit perfectly in Kansas City.
Agreed.
I had this discussion was Tong. Tong said like kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 8 games. It's 2 more than Ezekiel Elliott got for nothing.
Essentially.
So
And
I don't know,
How
yeah.
many did Ray Rice
I
technically
feel
get?
like it should be an entire season.
How
Ray
many did
Rice?
Ray Rice technically get?
Life.
Life ban.
Okay, that's basically.
Yeah,
somewhat
he got like a indefinite ban.
Yeah,
So
that's not quite where we are, but that's like the next level. You know,
Mhm.
if we go 8
Yeah.
to life, that's kind
But
of insane.
see,
8
the
to
whole
life.
my whole it shouldn't take into consideration the fact of the matter is Kareem Hunt can obviously he's still young. He's
Yeah.
still going to play football.
Mhm.
Ray Rice was towards the end of his career.
Yeah,
That shouldn't play into it,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure it did.
it definitely did because they want to market Kareem Hunt 100%.
Landon Collins to the Redskins. So he
Why?
stays in the same division because he got $84 million from him.
Oh, that's right. That is right. I forgot about that.
Huge contract. Pretty cool for him as somebody that idolized Sean Taylor. He said he broke down crying because his gift from the team was a game-worn autographed Sean Taylor jersey at their
Oh.
first dinner or whatever that he had with Dan Snyder there.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. But he stays in the division with the Giants, so he gets to play them twice a year.
Yeah.
Yes, Ryan can now hear us.
Cool. Yeah, OBS hates me. I'm sorry. I've had a long day.
Ryan, I
I've
know
lost
you.
a lot of blood,
I know
too.
you tweeted us some, but we need some more unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Sports Edition.
Can I mention that I lost a lot of blood before I came in here?
Yeah. Lost a lot of blood. It would have been funny if it happened on.
Oh, it
stream.
would have been tragic.
If it was like, if we just started right away instead of that 20-minute gap that we had to wait till you get here. If it
Yeah.
was just you were here when we
Yeah.
got here,
Oh,
it
man.
could have happened here.
Yeah, I just got nosebleed in the middle of a car ride home. Just fucking everywhere. I looked like the Joker when I came in. And Tyler's like, yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
If you saw my Snapchat, you understand.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
The Honey Badger to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are another team that's like, I guess, kind of like the Ravens. Like they release Justin Houston, they trade D Ford, release Eric Berry, which I get the Eric Berry one. He's
Yeah.
making a little bit too much money for only playing like half of a season out of the last 2 years.
Credit.
combined.
Some of it wasn't
Yeah.
his fault. But
Yeah, well, he tore his Achilles in week 1 2 years
Yeah.
ago, and then that basically kept him out for a year and a half, basically 2 years.
Yeah.
And previous to that, he had the cancer. So
Yeah.
he's missed a lot of football. But
So you found
I
out
don't know.
about
No.
Okay.
I mean, some teams just sign him whether I don't know how much money he's going to be. It might be
Yeah.
like a prove it deal to see if he still got it, but we'll see. And in Justin Houston, there's we'll see if by
When
our
are the
next
Steelers going to announce him?
we'll see if by the next show he's a Steeler. Yeah, I mean,
that was my question.
well, I'm curious as to what's going on with Ben, the extension.
Yeah.
Why is Burnett not cut?
Why have they
Like,
not said anything
It's-
about?
So
But-
is the Houston thing legitimate? Like the Steelers have interest in him?
I mean,
Couldn't tell you.
I think that they definitely have interest in him. The question is how
Do they fit it?
genuine is the
Mhm.
interest?
Well, I just saw
Like,
everybody.
is it genuine? Is it genuine to the point where they can actually get to the number he wants?
Okay. Well, I just saw everyone on Twitter like wanting Justin Houston,
Yeah.
and I didn't know if that was something like fan made or if like someone like said like they actually have interest in him.
So
There's a couple things that play into that. And before you go into like logic, I want to ask, and I didn't want to do it
Before
on
you
Twitter.
go into logic.
Yeah. I want to ask, and I didn't want to do it on Twitter because I didn't want to be absolutely roasted by everybody.
Well, this could be worse.
How horrible of a decision would it be to put Bud Dupree in the middle?
To me, terrible.
Thank you.
Because you're asking him to, instead of, if he's playing outside
just
line,
wanted to
Clearly,
make
he doesn't
sure.
watch football.
I
a
just
lot.
wanted to make sure.
and I might sound worse saying this, and I would never do it, but I think Watt would be more suited to do that, but you obviously aren't taking away double-digit sacks from the outside.
Yeah.
As far as Bud Dupree goes, if you're playing outside linebacker, his thing is literally just he has a speed rush. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the moves.
Gotcha.
So at least you're not making him all of a sudden have to process assignments and read defense.
And,
like he just knows he's trying to get to the quarterback.
And
like
linebacker, inside linebacker, you have to be good at moving side to side.
Yeah.
He can't contain anyone, so he
No.
obviously can't
Yeah.
move side to side.
He's Jack Johnson, but the football player.
I don't totally hate Bud Dupree. I don't think he's a bad football player.
No.
I obviously
Just overrated.
I didn't think that he's not a first-round pick, although we've seen worse first-round picks from the Steelers.
Yeah.
And he's not worth the $9.2 million they have to pay him this year on the fifth-year option.
Trade him, Bud sucks.
I really think that's what's going on. They're trying to work something out.
I will say, yeah.
Also, I don't get the
I
Chick-fil-A
think
deal. Did you see that? He got actually mad.
So I understand they got made look like idiots.
Yeah.
They got made out to look like idiots again
Yep.
by the Patriots. The Patriots probably were not going to sign him.
Ran him up.
They were not going to sign him. They just increased his price for the Steelers.
Yep.
But so my thing with Dupree is I have no idea what he carries in terms of trade value.
Yeah.
I don't really care because if you can trade him for whatever it is, get the $9.2 million
Fifth round
completely off
pick.
the books.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's this year.
Give me a seventh.
2022.
But like as long as you're getting rid of the money, which is gonna happen,
Yeah.
whatever team takes him, that's who's paying him. And then you bring in Justin Houston. The Chickalo deal, it just goes back to once again having no depth on the outside linebacker, which is the same reason they're paying Bud. It's like they're connected. You don't have anybody else. You have Watt, Bud, Chickalo, and Ola, who didn't play at all last year.
Yeah.
Draft Sione Taki, who's converting to outside. For BYU. Just saying.
I mean, I don't know. They got to address whether they get Justin Houston or not. I mean, he's
They've
getting
got
up there in
10
age.
draft picks.
Yeah,
Do something.
he's gotten up there. He's getting up there. He's 30 years old now. He had 9 sacks though last year in 12 games.
Yeah.
Like he can still get to the quarterback. But even if that's the case, I think they still got to take a edge rusher at some point in the draft. I think it has it listed on most places like their 4th or 5th highest need.
Yeah.
Wide receivers up to number 1.
Yeah.
Like it jumped cornerback after what I want to bring up next. But I think that they have to address edge, and I like there's a guy named Wyatt Ray, which a lot of people are gonna know about. He's from Boston College, who is a stud and is gonna be a steal in the 6th round, because that's probably where he's gonna go. 5th round at best.
Jesus. Sorry. Just dropped water.
If he goes in the 4th round, I'll be shocked. He's probably a 5th rounder or 6th rounder, and that's gonna be a great value pick. The Steelers should jump on that, especially
Okay.
not for $9 million. Yeah. Nothing they can do about that now. Once the new league year started and it got to 4 p.m.
9.2.
$9.2 million is his cap hit.
Mm.
So we're paying him and Anthony Chickalo $13.2 million for the season.
Eric Goodbranson and Jack
Uh,
Johnson.
Or
Going
like
back,
half of that.
yeah, but in
Not
terms
bad.
of hockey to
Not
football,
Yeah.
but the Chickalo thing. So apparently the Patriots forced the Steelers to go more money because they offered him contract.
Of course. Always.
What? Did his agent just say that? I feel like there's
I
no
hope.
way in hell
I hope.
that the Patriots offered Anthony Chickalo a deal worth. So if he got 2 years, $8 million, what were they offering? The same thing?
I don't know.
$7 million over 2 years? Get out of here. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Oh, man. That's rough.
But the Steelers have made 2 additions so far. We'll start with the Dante
Good
Moncrief
ones,
one.
too. Yeah.
I like this move. I know that he wasn't super productive with the Jaguars. He still had close to 700 yards
I was going
with
to say.
Bortles.
Yeah.
Prior to that, he looked like he was a number 2 quarterback. I'm thinking of Bortles. Number 2 receiver in Indianapolis.
Mhm.
I think his-
Who also played with Brissett and the other two I can't remember, and a broken
he had
Andrew Luck.
Hasselbeck for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his best year came with Luck.
When Luck was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had like but he hasn't topped
He
like
was-
60 catches either.
He
That's
was
the thing. It's
great
like
that year.
700 yards with the boat is going to translate to like 1,000 with Ben.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to make it translate. I think he has potential to be like a 8 touchdown guy.
Oh, at least. Well, not at least, but yeah.
And even if he only like an 800-yard, 8 touchdown season would be fantastic from him. I mean, I think that I don't know how you can expect a decline, but you're obviously expecting an ascension from James Washington.
Yeah.
Juju, I mean, they're gonna need somebody to take the pressure off him.
Is Moncrief? Is that how you say it?
Yes,
Yeah,
Moncrief.
Dante Moncrief.
Okay. Is he mainly a speed guy?
Yeah.
Like straight line speed.
Yeah, I mean he's tall and he's fast. So hopefully he
Mike
can take
Wallace.
the top off. Yeah. Hopefully he can play that role.
He got loose in Indy too that year. Luck was healthy.
Well, I guess if you have speed, that might take off pressure from Juju.
That's what I think they need more than anything.
I actually don't hate like the receiving core as a whole. I'm kind of curious as to how you have a role for Eli Rogers and Switzer. But
Split time.
I mean we'll see how that works out.
Rogers got a 2-year deal.
Which is that was weird because it was like everywhere 1-year deal.
And then it came
And
out
then-
and they're like, well,
So I think that a lot of people just were calling it a 1-year deal, even though it wasn't even a new contract. It was just tolling over because they didn't count last year as a year in his
Oh, yeah.
contract because he tore his ACL and missed basically all last season. So the contract would have told over, but I think they gave him a new 2-year deal as opposed to having that happen.
yeah.
But I like Eli Rogers.
Same.
You know, Ben said he's probably the best slot receiver he's worked with,
Yeah.
and that's saying something before he got hurt. So, I mean, I would add a receiver obviously in the draft. Probably, it's definitely got to be one of your first 4 picks in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
But I don't know which pick I'm using on. I guess it kind of depends on how the
Draft
board
falls.
falls. Yeah. Like, say that in my scenario that I brought up before, both linebackers are gone.
Mm.
I'm thinking after the Steven Nelson deal, which I want to talk about more, that cornerback isn't the way I'd go. if
Yeah.
the linebackers
At this point,
At
yeah.
that point, I probably am taking a receiver.
Yeah.
If both
Agreed.
linebackers are gone. Now, there's probably be a lot there. I don't
yeah.
expect Metcalf to be there. That might be the only one that isn't.
Well,
I think that, I mean, Harry might be gone. Hakeem Butler is like borderline. Like if he's there, that's gonna be. If he's there and both the linebackers are gone, that's probably where I'm going.
yeah.
I like AJ Brown a lot from Ole Miss, and he even tweeted about the Steelers.
Yeah. I love that tweet.
Yeah.
I'll be the next AB.
How funny would it be if we had him and he wore number 84?
No, he would. He would.
His cousin Marquise Brown,
Yeah.
which to me, I like him, but how's he gonna hold up in the NFL? He's like 5'8", 160. Like, you hit that dude in the middle of the field, like,
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's actually dead.
um.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking about that.
So I don't know if he's a first rounder. He's probably more like an early second.
Yeah.
And like Debo Samuel could possibly be, if the Steelers go somewhere else in the first round, their second round pick.
It's
But-
definitely an interesting situation. at the
Yeah,
very least.
because I just feel like the Steelers are basically, with the moves that they've made, they're telling the world we're going inside linebacker.
Pretty much.
And there's only like 2 that should go in the first round.
Yeah.
I feel like Mac Wilson from Alabama would be a reach in the first at number 20.
They're known for reaching though.
Yeah, I mean,
Pause.
to them it wouldn't be seen as a reach. It all depends on what their board looks like.
Yeah.
They might think that he's the number. Well, no, they have to love Devin Bush because they sent the house to Michigan's Pro Day.
Yeah.
Literally everybody was there.
I saw that.
I mean, it might not have been just for him. I think, getting back to them needing an edge guy like Chase Winovich, they're probably looking at him.
Yeah.
David Long, who's a corner, they could be. Well, he's probably more to a third-round pick. But they sent the house there, and they've never sent that many people to a place that didn't end up being a Steeler.
Jeez.
Like the only time that they sent the house to Virginia Tech last year. They ended up taking Edmonds.
Yep.
Watt with Wisconsin. So they've had everybody there for their last 2 first-round picks.
I can't wait till they send the house for Zach Wilson.
Do you think there's a potential they trade up at all?
I
Like,
don't see it.
Okay.
I think that there's more potential for them trading down.
Really?
If both of those linebackers are gone, I could see them trading down as opposed to up.
Fair enough.
Whether that means, I mean, I still would like them to stay in the first round, maybe just move down a little bit and acquire, like, I don't know, another team's third-round pick or something that wants to move up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have 3 third-round picks.
Yeah.
But I think it's more likely for them to move back than up, just because I think that both linebackers will be gone before that they even realize that they should move up to get them.
Fair enough.
Because I think Devin Bush has probably played himself now into a top 15 pick. And Devin White could go. I've seen a lot of mocks where he's going to, like you said, Kyler won't get past 4. I've seen a lot of mock drafts where he's to the Raiders at 4.
Beefy.
I don't expect them to draft Devin White. If they're getting one of the two, I think it would be Bush.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
White, I think, is a solid lock for like a top 10 pick.
Yeah. And the thing with him is, though, too, it's like not every team, well, obviously not every team has the same needs, but like in most mock drafts I've seen, it's like 4 or 8, and then not in top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Steven Nelson, though. I love that signing. That's
an underrated signing.
That
too.
was like the number 1 corner in free agency that I wanted. It's
Yeah.
like everybody's talking about like Bradley Roby. This guy had a better season with a terrible secondary.
Yeah.
Like he was the only bright spot. People are talking about like the number of yards and touchdowns he gave up. He was thrown at the most.
Yeah.
Like
in the NFL.
Yeah. I think it's more important to look at the percentages.
Yeah.
You know, the catch percentage he gave up. Also, Steelers defense as a whole had 8 interceptions last year. He had 4.
Yeah. That's going to help him a lot.
He makes plays on the ball. And, I'm okay with a guy that takes risks like that. Like, I'm sure we're going to see him get burned this year, and people are going to be upset about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, we've
he's
seen
also
Artie
gonna-
Burns get burned all the time.
Yeah, but he
so
doesn't make up for it. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, if he can make up for it, I'm okay with it.
I mean, hell, I'm sure there were times Paul Malo got burned. Credit different
Oh,
days,
yeah.
but
Watch out.
honestly, like,
Watch your mouth.
yeah. I mean, his last 2 seasons, people couldn't stand the Mike Mitchell signing.
yeah.
He was put on an island because of the way that Polamalu played
Yeah.
safety. He was basically just another linebacker.
Yep.
But TP is one of my favorite players of all time, though. So
Fair enough.
Yeah, so watch your mouth.
Just the door kicks open. What's up?
My cousin in Utah met him. He came to his football
I've
practice.
seen him before, but I've never met him.
I've seen him.
For some reason, Paul Malo went to my cousin's football practice in Utah.
Mormons.
Yeah.
He
Yeah. I don't know.
he recruiting for is it the AFL that he's involved in, or
Is it?
I think that he's involved. He's definitely involved with a different football league.
Huh.
XFL?
No.
Well, I like what the AAF is doing though, trying to be the minor league of the NFL.
I'm an idiot.
You
That's
say
what
the
I meant.
AFL?
That's what I meant. Was the AAF.
I didn't even register that.
AFL.
Yeah.
I didn't
I'm an
even
idiot.
notice you said that.
Yep. Did you think that I meant AAF?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least you knew what I meant, because that's what I was getting at.
I need a minute.
All right, good, because we're done with football.
Woof.
Jeez.
Senators beating the Leafs 3-1.
It's a bad day for hockey. By the way,
The Islanders also lost, though. So
oh, that's good. Are we doing hockey next?
no.
Baseball.
Damn. Okay, I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
About baseball?
Hockey.
So the MLB is making some rule changes.
Some stupid. Well, one stupid.
So
Which one's stupid?
let's talk about them.
Just wait.
Okay.
3 batter minimum.
Stupid.
No August trade deadline.
I'm fine with that.
5 mound visits.
I'm fine with that.
5 mount visits.
Oh God, that's not baseball.
All-star voting now will be the top 3 of each position, and then a 1-day election for starters.
Oh.
Like fans vote for the top 3 at each position,
Okay.
and then they decide from those 3 in a 1-day election who the starter is.
Can we have campaigning? Can we make this a whole day event?
I might have said this on the show before, but
Wrong.
I think for all-star voting in every sport, I think either the writers or league or something should pick the actual all-stars, and then the fans just vote for the starters.
Yeah.
I don't think fans should
Yeah.
vote for who's actually in the game.
I get that, but
then
the only,
John Scott happens.
I don't disagree with it, but because I would still watch it, but as a thing, it's like they're marketing to the people that are watching it. So they want those people to have the say.
There's 2 ways to look at it. It's either A, it's the fans' choice game, or
Yeah.
it's this is the best of the best. You know.
Right. You know, they should probably honestly change it to Fans Choice Game instead of the All-Star Game.
Yeah. Or just put fans All-Star game.
Not my All-Star Game.
Okay.
Home Run
God.
Derby prize pool.
Okay, explain this. I didn't read much into it.
I didn't take notes on this.
Uh-oh.
I know that the winner gets $1 million.
Ooh.
But so as far as a prize pool, I don't know if that means like, the longest home run gets a certain amount from it.
Yeah.
Like
What did Trevor Williams say
most of
about
the
it?
round.
He can't wait for
Didn't see.
the pitcher. It wasn't a pitcher's home run derby. It was like a like best pitch competition, something stupid like that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I'm so tired.
And then the innings break reduced
That is smart.
by like 5 seconds for local games, 25 seconds for national games.
Whoa.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
so the break in between innings was 2:25.
Yeah.
It's now 2.
Or two.
2:05 for local games, and it's now 2.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they brought it universal.
Well, but I saw that the commissioner for it must be national games, I'm assuming, not local, can actually make it 150
Oh,
at his discretion.
cool.
I saw it on Twitter a lot since these rule changes came out, that people are saying, like, if you're a real baseball fan, like a diehard baseball fan, you don't care about how long the game is, which I think is true.
Yeah.
But I think people need to realize that diehard baseball fans
Are
are
old.
the minority that go to baseball games,
technically, by default,
especially
yes.
in Pittsburgh. Like, the diehard Pirates fans are
Yeah,
the
because they don't
probably the
exist.
minority that actually go to the games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are more casual at going to the games.
I mean, you got to think.
which is what the league is like.
Just by the amount of seats in a stadium, they're obviously going to be the minority.
Yeah.
And I mean, you make your money off of casual fans buying all of the merch when they go to a game. So, yeah, and
Yeah, I mean the whole idea is to bring in new
a
people.
new generation.
The problem is you don't want to push out the people that you have.
I'm okay with pushing out a bunch of old white dudes.
I'm saying as the league, like
Yeah.
you want to keep the people that are currently fans,
Yeah,
while also bringing in new fans.
yeah, exactly.
So the whole
I
idea
kind of
is
hate baseball already. So
Well,
is
yeah.
make changes that new people will accept, and hope that the people that are already fans stay fans.
Mm-hmm.
Because how many people actually just stop being fans because of rules to the game?
Yeah.
Like
How
we
many
can complain
people-
about them,
Yeah, exactly.
but how many people are actually going to stop being fans of baseball?
Exactly.
like if they put the DH in the NL, how many people are actually going to not go to the game because of that?
It's
It-
it's not going to affect me.
I honestly
Like,
think it would bring more people out.
that's why I said
It
I'm
might
honestly
because people like offense.
I'm honestly one of the people that doesn't have an opinion about that.
I don't either.
Like I could care less if it's in both.
I think we
I could
talked
care
about
less
this.
if it's
We
1
did.
and 1. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
When that was
None of us
brought up.
care.
No, I mean, I made a case for it, but like, it doesn't matter.
Like
to
I
me.
get,
But didn't was it one or both of you guys say that you want it to be universal though, regardless?
I think it was just me.
I want it to be universal.
Okay,
Oh,
well
then
that's
we're
what
both
I
right.
said. I don't even care if it's 1 and 1
Yeah.
because and actually DiNardo, like I thought that already, but DiNardo kind of sold me on it where he enjoys the fact that it gets to the World Series and like both teams get their advantages
Yeah.
when it's like home,
Yeah.
you know.
But
Like
is
that, I
having a
don't know.
pitcher bat an advantage for the NL team?
I mean, they're used to it happening. Like,
Yeah,
they
but-
play the rest of the season with it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I guess it's a managerial advantage. I guess because you're used.
I don't know. Is Liriano pitching? If so, he rakes.
He will be in the
okay.
World Series this year.
Oh, boy.
Who are we trading him to?
Oh Jesus. Here we go.
I triggered
There's
people.
no way to spin that back.
I triggered people whenever I said, wait,
Zicky Bryan?
what was it? What was the tweet about Cabrian Hayes? He's gonna be best pitch or
Hayes
something
gonna
about
be a
being
stud?
being the best third baseman in the MLB. I was like, oh, which
Oh.
team is he gonna play?
I
for?
thought it just said like Hayes is a stud or something, and you were like, for which team is to be a stud for which team?
Yeah, basically along those
Oh,
lines.
I remember that.
Yeah, I said for which team because we're gonna trade him, inevitably.
I mean, technically.
Not
I mean, you
looking
can
for
say as a fan, you can say no as much as you want, but it's in the back of your head that it might happen.
and it probably will.
You sound like you've been hurt.
Yeah, I grew up a Pirates fan.
So
Did you see that?
Pirates-
Wait, oh, sorry. Did you see? Speaking of like me being hurt, did you see that picture on Twitter yesterday of? It was a baseball account, and they said, "What are these people watching?"
Oh,
And it was
yeah.
Pirates fans, and it's not just the
I'm
the Pirates.
assuming that had to be one of the
That was 2014.
wild card
2014.
games.
Yeah, they said
Okay. I
2014
saw
based
the
off the towel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the towel.
8-0, by the way.
Brandon Crawford.
Yeah.
I remember exactly where I was standing.
But had he
when
not
got
hit it, it
canceled.
probably still wouldn't have mattered. Like,
Yeah.
got shut out in back-to-back wildcard games.
If had he not hit it,
At
it'd be
home.
4-0.
Yeah.
At minimum.
At home.
At home.
Had Marte not hit into that double play in
Oh,
2015.
God. If you're listening to this,
I was talking about this today too. And
Marte, why weren't you roiding up back then?
I mean, he was.
Maybe he was.
He was. He just didn't get low
Hmm.
enough. Thinking, man.
think emoji.
I
Do
don't-
we have
I-
any truthers?
Jeez. I can't even
Um,
talk much about baseball.
Yeah, so I was just say, Pirates latest in spring training. What's
I have the kiss of death.
Why?
I said something about Michael Feliz doing well.
oh
Ass. Said something about Liriano doing well. Ass.
Feliz? Yeah, did you say it today about Feliz? I
No.
because Feliz had a good inning. They brought him out for a second inning. He gave up 2 runs.
I said it, I think it was 2 shows ago. Or no, I tweeted it. I meant to say it on the show, but that was when the puppies were freaking out. And I got up. I forgot to say it, so I tweeted it, and then he just gets shelled.
Yeah. So what
So
do you
I'm-
do with him?
I don't know. Is he a lost cause?
Does he have an option?
He does. I believe he does.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
I mean, the middle
Yes, sir.
bullpen's boned.
Boned.
Keep Jeff.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
He was supposed to pitch today. He didn't pitch because there was no bottom of
They
the
didn't
ninth.
need to do the bottom of the ninth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, oh well.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah. The 5th rotation spot is a cluster.
Oh, by the way, breaking news on Around the 412. Will Craig only drinks wine coolers.
Ew.
Talking about like alcoholic beverages.
Yep.
What? Okay. Hold on. Why?
I don't know.
Please ask why.
All right, I will.
Please ask.
Tell him
why.
Herb wanted to know why.
I don't know if that's true. Actually, I shouldn't have jumped to that
Jumped the
conclusion.
gun.
Rumor on Around the 412.
Rumor from our source.
But yeah, cluster. I want it to be Kingham. I want him to do well. He's shown it, but he's so.
I wanted him to do well all last year.
I know.
So, making a case for my boy Jeff.
Yeah.
He's looked as good, if not better,
Yep.
than the group competing for the rest of the bullpen spots that aren't locked.
Yeah.
He's the only one that can hit 100,
Oh,
right?
I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Can Feliz get to 100?
He can. It's rare, but he's also not a.
But he's not even actually in the talk.
He
'Cause
can't throw.
he stinks.
He can't throw anything other than a fastball.
And that's about it.
I mean,
and he has our shirt.
Lions
and he's
hasn't
been
been
on
great. Lyles hasn't been great.
Well,
Kingham-
Lyles to me is going to be here. But so I'm talking like Feliz,
Brawl.
Liriano, Brault.
I'd hang on to Liriano.
Pretty much
I
half.
think you have to keep one of those two.
Pretty much half the bullpen.
I think you have to keep one of those two,
There's one name that's really concerning me. Kyle Crick.
which is he gave up a 3-run bomb to former Pirate prospect Tristan Gray, who was traded with Hudson for Dickerson.
Yeah.
Sonny's brother.
Not to my
You
knowledge.
suck.
Mm.
Also, I saw Christian Stewart, something like that, hit home runs today. I thought it said Chris Stewart, and I was
Oh, man.
triggered. I was triggered.
Is he coaching anywhere yet?
I thought he has a contract.
Are you serious?
I think he does.
For
Oh,
what?
man,
I don't
I just
know.
feel like he should be a coach.
He should. He's going to make an amazing coach. Watch.
Backup catcher.
They always end up
Hitting
well.
coach.
What a manager.
Smart hitter.
No one will hit a home run.
He was
ever.
before the meme.
Mm.
Yeah. I just realized that.
But yeah, not a whole lot to say about the Pirates.
Opening
we'll
days
all
in
be at
12
yeah.
days.
Yes. Yes.
I think.
right. So
Not next Thursday, the Thursday after.
Then home openers in 15 days.
I mean, the offense hasn't looked bad. Colin Moran has been such a weird case right now.
my issue is, in past years, I've been able to follow most of spring training.
Yeah.
Now that I actually have a job where I'm in an office during the week,
Yeah.
I guess I could still try to follow it, but it's not going to be
It's
as
so hard.
easy as before.
Yeah. And I'm busier than ever, and it's so hard to keep up with it.
Apparently, Bell hit a home run.
Oh, good. By the way, I didn't watch anything today, as you two would know, which is why I have a lot of questions when it comes to hockey.
Terrible whenever he is wasting all of his power in spring training.
Yeah. Jung Ho Gung, does he have any hits outside of home runs?
No, not to my
That's
knowledge.
very
I don't
concerning.
think so.
That is unbelievably concerning.
I still think that he's keeping up the pace there wherever he hits a home run.
I mean, if he bats like 270, 280, and everything's a home run, I mean,
Yeah, but my fear is his on base percentage is like 270, 280
Yeah. By the way, the audio cut again. That was my bad. That was actually my fault. I'm sorry.
just from the stream.
Yeah, just on the stream.
But that's really about it in baseball. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll be there for opening day. Let us know if you're to be there opening day.
catch us in left field.
Somewhat personal question. Are you guys tailgating again?
Again?
Like 2 years ago or whatever it
Oh.
was? Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna park and walk into the game.
Yeah, I was just curious. Because
I mean-
I have the day off, so.
So, hot take. Not really a fan of tailgating.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's like
Yeah, NS9, you suck.
I get it. It's just I don't I'm not as big of a drinker as most people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down to play like cornhole or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like the whole idea for me would just be to hang out with people, and we're gonna be doing that anyway.
Exactly.
For a second, I thought you said corn whore.
Jesus.
I'll be down to
Someone
play.
that really likes.
I'll be down to play a corn whore or something.
Jeez. But yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Except for that right there, that table or the desk.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
but
I'm right.
You guys can't see.
I'm right there with you. I don't like to drink, except there's like 30 bottles of liquor on my
Jameson.
on my desk.
Anyway.
I mean, I'm about to be in Atlantic City for like 4 days, and that's gonna be fun. I'll be drinking there.
Your Twitter bio. Hold on.
Ask me about beer.
Ask me about beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot. Okay.
But I normally just go to see you guys. That's really the only reason I go.
I mean, yeah, pirate games are a great time.
Yeah.
Like even
Well,
if the
depending.
team. Oh, I was gonna say even if the team isn't winning, you got the best backdrop
Yeah.
ever, and you get to hang out with people that otherwise you'd just be talking to on Twitter.
You used to have the best usher before.
Right.
Yeah, and then you fired him because
Well,
he
we
did
know.
something stupid.
We
but
know.
We aren't talking about that.
If you know, you know.
Just a
Hi
little
guys,
late.
sorry I'm late.
You've missed a lot, Amanda. Mainly me fucking up.
How is that Corey Dickerson jersey looking?
That was going a different direction. I thought.
Okay.
I
Okay,
was just like,
do
how
I
does that
buy a
look?
jersey this year?
No,
No.
because I want them. I think that you should buy
Buy a Michael Feliz jersey.
I think you should buy a Cubs, Reds,
I want a
Cardinals, and
useful
Brewers
jersey.
jersey.
I've told people for
You're gonna-
2 years,
Oh.
if you want me to wear or own a jersey of another team, buy it for me.
Here's my
But
here's my issue with that.
Like, if you want
what
me
if it has to be you buying?
Exactly.
What if that's part of it?
That is my point.
I guess we have to figure that out.
Oh,
But
man.
someone buy me a Chris Bryant jersey and we'll figure it out.
Maybe we'll start with a jersey
And work our way up.
and see.
I mean, if we're being real, if we're buying it from Jason, a jersey's just as much. Jersey's just as much as a jersey.
In all reality.
Oh, it was a birthday present. That's pretty sick.
Oh,
Great gift.
yeah. I never get shit.
I don't even think I need to ask. I think Amanda's gonna be at opening day. So.
I
yeah.
think I might get an Archer jersey.
Actually, my Archer jersey just came in. So
I might want an Archer jersey. I've wanted one.
I also
If I ruin him, I ruin him. It's okay.
I also got a Manny Machado alternate jersey.
The
Oh.
I
brown
love
and
the-
yellow one.
Yeah.
I
Those
love
are
the brown
sick.
and yellow.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
Hence that hat right
I'm
there.
taking it with me to Atlantic City to see how the Philly people feel about him not being a Philly.
They probably won't give a shit. I'm sorry. Gene Segura is a very good shortstop.
Yeah, but they wanted both. They wanted Harper and Machado.
Suck it. Just
They
suck
were
it.
the Yankees fans of this offseason.
And the Yankees fans were the Pirates fans this offseason.
Cheap.
Cheap. He doesn't want to spend money.
Also, speaking of jerseys, and are we done with baseball?
Relatively.
Yeah.
Okay, then this can transition to hockey. Speaking of jerseys,
Oh,
I
no.
think I need to buy a hockey jersey.
Why?
Because I bought a hockey jersey in 2016. I got a Lemieux jersey. They won the cup.
Yeah.
I bought a hockey jersey in 2017. I bought the Stadium Series jersey. They won the cup. I didn't buy a jersey last year. They lose.
I did the same thing.
So
I
should
did
I
the
buy
exact
a hockey jersey?
Okay.
I got one.
One, why didn't you last year? Two, why haven't you bought one already this year?
Well, one, I did not put the two and two together because we were just winning cups at that time. I didn't think it had anything to do with the
Oh,
jersey.
no. That crossed my head after I got
I didn't
the
think it had anything to do with the jersey I bought. Two, I just thought about this like a week or so ago because I was looking at jerseys, and whenever I was like thinking about it, I was thinking of getting a Stadium Series jersey or the alternate jersey, and I just didn't know which one. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait, they won the cup each year. I got a jersey, and I didn't get a jersey last year, and they lost in the second round.
See, I have one outlier. I
So
got one.
should I buy a jersey?
Yes.
Yes.
Jared
If
McCann.
so,
Yes.
who and what kind?
McCann and alternate. Yellow. Because they're elite jerseys.
I just got a Latang Stadium Series from this year.
Man, I'd like a
The
McCann,
game
but
he got hurt in.
If
I
can
want
get
them.
one-
I want him to get another contract first before I get that.
He'll get it. Don't worry. If you can get one of those in anyone, you need to get that. That warm up for the stadium.
Oh,
series
yeah, you
one,
What are
wore
you
that
pointing at?
couple.
It's face down.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
The
just
one
see a
with the-
black. It looks like a hoodie.
I see. From my point of view, I can see the Stadium Series
Yeah.
patch, so I knew what
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
the big keystone with Pitt in it.
Oh,
Yeah. I would suggest getting that if you can find them anywhere.
Amanda bought a Gensel jersey, so go for it.
Yeah. But I have one outlier. I got one in 2009 when they won 16-17.
Yeah.
In between there, I think the world just told me I'm stupid for getting a Joe Vitale jersey.
yeah.
Good. I get jerseys every year, so I really can't go based off that. And then I have my Gensel alternate,
Can't wait to listen.
Crosby home, Dumoulin away, and now Latang.
I can't wait to
Stadium
listen
Series.
back to this like 10 years from now and be like, wow, we were stupid.
I can't wait to listen back to this to when I called the AAF the AFL.
I actually got three. I actually
The
got
Arizona
3
Fall League.
jerseys. I bought 3 jerseys the second year we won the cup. I bought
God.
2 white ones. I bought a Kessel
Oh,
and
yeah,
Latang,
you ordered them
Oh.
with me. Yeah.
and then I got a Stadium Series for Christmas.
That's the Latang that
That
Jamal has.
Jamal has. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave it to him for his birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
I didn't even wear it. So
Okay.
we
so
can actually
he
talk
got
about the
brand new.
hockey part.
I'm going to ask the tough questions. What happened?
I was at work, so I didn't really see a lot.
Smitty, what happened
It was honestly they weren't giving up a lot of chances. It's just
when they did?
the quality of the chances. The defense didn't play the first 20,
Oh, what a shock.
and they weren't there the first 5 minutes of the second period.
Did
I mean,
having Eric Goodbranson and Jack Johnson on your defense finally catch up?
well, Pedersen was terrible today with Goodbranson. But I don't know about Johnson.
He's been relatively good.
Yeah.
So is Gabranson.
I know. I'm just
Good,
wondering if it's catching up.
Goodbranson-
Gabranson might have had his first bad game.
yeah. Yeah. That I would say that today was like what everybody was expecting
Yeah.
every game to be.
Yeah.
Like
Was
but-
it bad just on the defensive side, or was it
no,
all
no.
around?
The forwards were
Offense
turning the
they
puck
cou-
over.
They couldn't generate
Yes.
anything.
It was one of those games where they just
They were stuck.
I mean, they had
there.
shots, but they weren't any
Good.
quality at
Yeah.
all.
It was one
They
of
were
the games where
they were
don't
stuck
wanna
in their
try.
own zone.
Yeah.
They tried to they got away from the possession, were dumping and chasing. When they would cross the line and actually put a shot on net, it was one and done, back out of the zone. There was just it was a bad game all around.
Yeah.
They were like
Um,
0 for 3 or 0 for 4 on the power play.
Murray was probably the least to blame for the 4 goals.
And
then
that's
he
the thing. I'm sitting there at the bash, and they're like, "Oh, it's 4-0." Somebody goes, "Who's in goal?" And they go, "Murray." And I hear, "Oh," and I'm just like, "If I throw a punch, I'm getting shot."
Yeah, it's funny. At work, someone's like, someone said that they should have played to Smith after how he played Thursday night. And it's
But
like
you can't predict that was
I
gonna
get
happen,
that,
like, yeah.
but
It also doesn't matter when the team in front of you just doesn't want to try. The Penguins are prone to that, and we kind of know that. They're just games that they don't try.
And St. Louis is a better team. Like, so even if you're going with the theory of back-to-back, you're using both goalies,
Yeah,
you would think it would be Murray today to Smith against the Flyers because the Blues have been the better team.
yeah.
They've actually struggled in their last 3 prior to this, but
I say they lost 3 in a row
overall-
before today.
Yeah, overall.
Somebody triggered me today and said the Blues were bad.
They
No,
were they were they
they're
were
at the
they
top
were
of their
they were
conference.
bad in the first month and a half of the
Yeah.
They were last in the NHL for like a month.
Yeah, and then they just kicked it on.
Yeah. They fired their coach and
Yeah. Who's their coach now? I can't remember.
Berube is his last name.
yeah.
I
that and they got a goalie.
can't remember his name.
Richter? No, not Richter.
Bennington? No.
Yeah.
Bennington?
Bennington. Bennington.
Jor-
Yeah.
Is his name Jordy?
Who's Richter? Is
Starts
that in
with J.
Calgary?
Yes.
Or not? No, I'm
Rittich?
thinking.
Mike
Rittich.
Richter is a throwback
That's-
goalie for the Rangers.
Why am I?
Rittich? Is that his name?
Rittich, David Rittich.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of Mike Richter.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I didn't even put two and two together.
I have an autograph.
This is
card
gonna be a
of
great
his.
episode to listen back to, everybody.
By the way, can I have my charger that is down there before my laptop dies, please? And everything goes to shit. Thank you.
So
Sorry.
besides today, also today, the Penguins suck playing a Western Conference team in afternoon games.
They suck in afternoon.
Yeah, what
games,
is it?
period.
Bob Grove tweeted out that stat, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah,
They've
here we
lost.
go.
They lost
Part
like
of me,
9 of their last 13 against Western Conference and afternoon games.
was like, okay, this is like tend to break, like this streak, this
Yeah.
bad trend
Yeah.
is tend to start going the other way, but it just continued. Yeah. So bad game today. Overall, recently though, they've been really good.
Very good.
So
And they were due for a stinker, honestly.
and good.
Stinker.
You know, I don't know what's going on with the rest of the games. I haven't looked recently, but the Islanders also lost this afternoon, so you know, not all bad there.
Let me check scores.
Let me look at the standings.
Okay.
So currently, the Bruins or Blue Jackets tied 1-1 after 2. Let's go Bears.
The Blue Jackets, tough schedule. They got 3 back-to-back still this season.
Blue Jackets?
Yeah.
Good. Canadians are losing 1-0 after 2 to the Blackhawks.
There we go.
Capitals are losing 3-2 after 2
Nice.
to the Lightning. Hurricanes are winning 3-1 at the beginning of the third against the Sabres. Feels bad, man. And I think that's the only games that are relevant to us
Yeah.
And we
because the Islanders are already over. They lost.
we have
Yeah.
or Carolina has 2 games in hand, and we're 4 points ahead.
We're 4 points ahead of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
78
Oh,
to
okay.
7 or 87.
We're
to
4
I thought we
points
were only
ahead.
2. Okay.
We're 4 points ahead of them and Columbus,
Columbus.
and we're 6 against above Montreal.
Yeah, and Columbus has a game ahead.
Yeah, I
Game
mean, the
in hand,
Penguins'
so.
playoff percentage was at 99%. Like,
Yeah.
as of yesterday.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
Flyers was like 3 or something, maybe, at most. And I saw that it's like, they still play, including their day. They play tonight?
Flyers?
Yeah, I believe so.
No, they don't play today.
Okay. Well, every game that they play the rest of the way, their that percentage is cut in complete half.
Yeah.
Because it's like every game besides one is against the playoff team.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, they play the Blackhawks are the only team that they play that's not a playoff team right now.
We had a higher percentage to win the cup than Washington did.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that's not you can't just look at this the way the standings are and say like this team has more points, so that team has a better chance of winning the cup. There's more factors that play into that. One, the Penguins are playing better hockey recently than the Capitals.
Yeah.
Like they're right on their heels now.
Capitals haven't looked good.
I mean, no, they got up 2-0 on us and stopped playing.
Yeah. You're not
Which
kidding.
you know, if that was reversed, I can only imagine the way Twitter would have been.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I was at the game.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
It was loud. I let everybody know.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
I was like, what was it like? A Snapchat saying it or something?
Well,
Something like that,
I tweeted it like 3 times different ways, and each
Oh.
one was after each goal. And
Okay.
Oh.
and
That's
because and the reason it was so quick was because the goals, all 3 came with a minute and 40 seconds of ice time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I tweeted them consecutively quick, and then
You did
since,
a Jamal, but
since,
a good Jamal.
since you guys like got on me for it, I just like snapped you to be funny and be like,
okay,
"Oh,
yeah,
by
you
the
sent
way,
the
it's
snap
loud
after.
in here."
Yeah.
Okay. Jared McCann literally turned that game around.
He did.
In an
He's-
instant,
Like
can't-
literally and
you could
figuratively.
feel it in the building as soon as you stripped the puck. Like
Oh, yeah.
the momentum just shifted.
I
They didn't even
Don't.
score yet, and I felt it.
I don't understand how he was traded for Eric Goodbranson in the first place. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep bringing that up. I don't understand.
So I think the Penguins won
At the time, he was
the
20.
the Gabranson McCann trade because we have
Yeah.
both.
That's what I said last week. I'm like, how did the Penguins win a trade that they weren't involved in?
Yeah,
But
but that goal was awesome. Sid's breakaway was awesome. The power play was awesome.
Hold on. What happened there?
Which one?
The Sid breakaway? Because Holtby was just like, fuck this puck. I'm going
Holtby
after him.
looked like he was afraid to get hit
Yeah.
and just tried to check Sid,
Exactly.
and Sid just put it between his legs.
It was, he was like, okay. What else happened?
Like he wasn't playing goalie. It's
Yeah.
like he was on his knees and just tried to hit him.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it, but they scored, and yeah, it was fun. That was a
So-
fun game to be at.
The Wilson Goodbranson dynamic was interesting. That game.
Yeah, big shout out to Goodbranson. for
I think
that.
he won over a lot of Penguins fans.
Oh, yeah. If he can play like he has the past up until today, what, 6 games? 8 games? Whatever
I think it's
been?
like 8
Yeah.
or 9.
Yeah. If he can do that consistently more often than the bad and also, go after Tom Wilson, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
like
I
you
don't
said-
want a guy to
so-
specifically go after Tom
Yeah.
Wilson.
So, like you said, has he played at like 10? So just say the number's 10.
Around 10
here.
games, yeah.
So if he has one bad game out of 10, I mean,
I'll take that.
that's the team's going to have more bad games out of 10 than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Other players are going to have more bad games than 10 out of that.
Watch,
so yeah,
he's
you'll
going
take
to
that.
go on a streak of just garbage play.
Stop.
So if you look at the like Pedersen though, like he was playing with Johnson for a while.
Yeah.
Johnson looked really good
Mhm.
all of a sudden, and now hopefully that's not the thing with DeBranson.
And
but
they had a period where they just dipped.
yeah,
And I mean, it's going to happen. That's just how
Mhm.
hockey is. And I think Pedersen, he's 22.
Yeah.
Still needs time.
he's third among rookie defensemen in points too.
He's so good.
We've traded for
Um,
two 22-year-olds this year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
both
do
very
think
good.
though, and it's what is he, the 8th defenseman? I'm
Who?
anticipate Trotman.
Oh,
Oh.
Trotman. Yeah.
I'm like really anticipating Letang coming back now
Yeah,
because
he-
Trotman.
Woof.
Yeah,
like
he was so slow today.
I
Trotman
don't-
to me is like he's a good 8th defenseman. but-
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Playing top-line minutes with Brian Dumoulin, who continuously gets dragged down by lesser defensemen because he's so good defensively.
And
He's looked
yeah,
bad.
they didn't. They
well,
weren't.
well,
gonna-
for the first
it
few
was-
games while he was in, I don't think he looked that bad. I didn't really notice him, which I think is
good.
good.
But he didn't look
But-
good.
The past few games, he's done things where I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I've seen
Like,
multiple people, including Mr. What was his Twitter name? Dan Kingerski?
the Dan Kingerski.
No, his original name.
Oh, I
It
don't
was
know.
something stupid. He was
Bud
like,
Moonshine.
yeah. He was
What?
like,
Bud Moonshine?
yeah. He was like, Zach Trotman's making the most of his time. It's like, no, he isn't.
So, my thing with the whole dynamic makes sense. You're setting your defenseman up where it's literally just Trotman Letang swapping.
Yeah.
That's why they're keeping the rest of it the same way.
Yeah.
So yeah, for right now, Dumoulin is the one being affected by it
Yeah.
negatively, but they don't want to screw up the other two pairings because those are going to be the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a matter of Letang coming in. I mean, that could be tomorrow. A lot of people
Yeah.
thought he was going to play today. So
I
and
hope.
Rust as well. could
Fingers crossed.
potentially be
I
back.
keep forgetting he's out.
Yeah.
God.
So right now you don't have
He's
him.
been out for like a month.
You don't have
Yeah.
Letang, Rust, Czar, Mata, or Ruedel right now.
The team gets so much better with 3 of those names.
I just got a fun text. I need you to go to the game with me tomorrow if you don't have any other commitments, to be honest.
I'm triggered. I need you. Absolutely need.
Too bad I'm boycotting the league.
So, last thing before we talk about everybody's unpopular opinions they sent us. Malkin hit 1,000 points.
Yeah.
They had the ceremony today, which, maybe that played into the. It seems like when they have a ceremony like that,
Just-
yeah, it ends up being a clunker. Like, it's just all this build up. It happens,
Yeah.
and then the game sucks itself.
Yeah.
But
It was pretty sweet to see, like, because it happened at the Capitals game I was at, and it was pretty sweet to see.
there it is, Cody.
What?
Cody Plain tweeted us saying, "Can't wait for Beefy to bring up the fact he was at the game for Malkin's 1,000th point."
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean, but it was pretty cool to see, like, his parents and stuff
Yeah,
on the big
yeah.
billboard, too.
Yeah.
His dad was crying.
Oh, wow.
it looked like he was kind of teary-eyed today
Yeah.
during the ceremony. Yeah,
Dude, Phil high-fiving Nikita.
yeah. It was
My
like
heart.
his parents, his wife, Nikita, Mario was on the ice.
And Phil.
And then
Yeah.
Phil,
Letang in
Phil,
the suit.
Sid, and Letang, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They all gave him stuff, but I saw Sid hugged Anna, and then he did something to Nikita, but then
It's
Phil-
whoa.
No, okay. I don't know if he high fived him or what, but
Yeah.
they got that good gif of Phil high fiving
Yeah,
Nikita.
yeah. Gold.
Malkin's mom gave Phil a big hug and kiss on the cheek.
Can we bring up the fact that Patrick Hornquist missed an open net in the greatest way possible?
Dude, the gif of Phil and Hornquist laughing was
It's
so
good.
funny.
Yeah.
Phil's laugh is contagious just looking at it.
It was so funny.
Was it in the Capitals or Sabres game where Kessel scored, skated back to the bench, and just immediately put his head down?
I
And
think
they
it was the
showed
Sabres
it.
game.
Like he probably
the
he
Sabres
does that.
game.
He does that probably pretty often.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does when he's gassed.
Yeah.
He's out here breathing.
But it was just funny because the camera went to it as soon as it happened.
Just like I'm sad I scored. But yeah.
How's your breath?
So
not
what
good,
happened,
eh?
What happened on the Hornquist shot? It was
It-
on
it-
edge
it-
and then just
it
spiked
went
into
on
the
edge.
ice.
It bounced in the crease and then off the post and up,
That's awesome. Was it the post or crossbar?
or crossbar,
Yeah.
crossbar.
Okay. One more hockey thing that I want to bring up.
Mhm.
The Coyotes.
I thought you were going to bring up the Leafs fan that started a petition to
No.
not play the Bruins in the first round.
Oh my God! They need to shut up. They
Yeah.
really need to shut
I
up.
don't think there was too much activity with it,
Yeah.
but like it didn't blow up or
Yeah.
anything. But it was just I saw that and I was like, they really are like it's just a matter of which
where
one's
they
gonna get home
where they
ice.
start, yeah.
Exactly.
Like, there's no chance of
The Habs
Boston
catching.
jumping Tampa, and they wouldn't want that to happen anyway.
Yeah, and I
don't
really
think
doubt
these fans.
Toronto's going to fall.
And yeah, Toronto isn't going to fall that many points to fall into the wild card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coyotes.
it's now 4-1 Senators.
Oh, my God. Hot Sambacho. Does he have a goal?
Who?
Chabot.
Oh. Brian Gibbons does. Former Penguin.
Ring the bell.
No.
Man,
Who
Sidney's
the
on that
heck is-
petition.
Yeah.
Pajarvi?
Pu-
Pajarvi?
Magnus Puljujärvi.
Nope.
Magnus Pyarvi. Yeah,
Pyarvi.
it's Pyarvi.
Oh, yeah, it's
yeah.
Pyarvi, yeah.
I'm like, Pajarvi?
But it's definitely Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Coyotes seem to be locking down a spot in the playoffs.
With their
Morgan Riley has 20 goals. By the
their
way.
Oh, good for
their
him.
leading point getter would be 6th or 7th on the Penguins.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How are they getting it done?
Is it Keller
With-
or OEL?
It's Keller
Yeah.
with Darcy Kemper as their number 1.
I always thought Darcy Kemper was a
Yeah,
fringe
yeah.
starter, but jeez. let me double check really quick.
No, and it's like he's doing good. Like it's not like
Yeah.
they're winning. Like I think his goals against is like 2.2.
Oh man. Give me 1 second to pull their stuff. up.
Clayton Keller would be 6th on the Penguins.
Behind Letang, who's a defenseman who's missed 13 games so far.
I can check what he's missed on the season.
Like on the season, not just in the stint.
Wow.
So we've played 72 games?
Yes.
Yeah,
Then he's missed 12 games?
12. Okay. So I was one off. Anyway, yeah, a defenseman who's missed 12 games on the season would be their leading scorer by 8 points.
So Darcy Kemper is a 9.21.
Yeah.
Very good.
So that's right at the 2 from. What's
Yeah.
this? What's the goals against?
2.28 I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Antti Ranta is a 9.06, so slightly below league average.
Mhm.
Aiden Hill, no idea who that man is. 9.01, but apparently he's played a good bit of games for them.
So that's their backup because Rant is hurt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know how they're in the playoffs, but they are. Actually, I do kind of want to look at their past games and see the scores. Just
I think
to-
that they're like 8-2 in their last 10.
Yeah, they are. 6-1 against Anaheim, 3-1 against St. Louis. They lost 7-1 to the Blackhawks. 4-2, 2-0, 1-3, 3-1, 5-2. They're competitive hockey games. So I don't know. Oh God.
Ryan
what's
said
happened?
didn't know you were at that Pens game, to be honest.
Oh yeah, not at all. He had to tell us when he came in the room. Okay.
I've never been to a hockey game.
What are you talking about? What's hockey?
All right, so let me get back and find some of these then.
How many were there? Because I feel like there weren't many.
There weren't many until I had to tell I actually told Ryan, and I was texting him,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm like, well, I forget what we were texting about, but then I just told him, hey, go on our Twitter and go respond to our unpopular opinions
And then he
tweet.
did twice.
Okay.
Well, at first I was like, I said shaking my head like an hour later
Yeah.
because he didn't do anything, but then he responded to it like 3 hours after that.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at the person's at. So, old stupid head ass
Nice.
tweeted us and said the Pirates, player-wise, have the most likable team in the city.
I mean, I can agree.
I mean,
Can't say. I mean, that's
What
the
if-
thing. You can't say much about the Penguins because you don't hear much.
yeah, there's not a bunch of personalities. Like, there just isn't personalities
They're
in
hockey players.
Yeah.
Only argument I have for the Penguins is you look at just one person. Like you look at who Crosby is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that like outweighs like everything else.
I mean, yeah, I can't disagree with that necessarily. I mean, all I would say is they're more likable than the Steelers. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
about
not
now.
now,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see how
Yeah.
this team bands together.
I mean, it's definitely something. I didn't
Each
expect
team
them to
has
say.
likable players. I mean, like
Oh,
Steelers.
yeah, yeah.
Steelers have like Juju, who's probably more likable.
Juju, like, look at the offensive line, the way they are
Like,
together.
would you say Juju himself is more likable than any of the Pirates players?
I got news on Mark Madden, by the way. Wasn't apparent.
Like just as an individual?
I don't know. He definitely. I mean, you would obviously notice him more than anybody on the
Yeah.
Pirate player. I don't know. I feel like people attach themselves to Jameson, because of the stuff that he went through.
Yeah.
Attaching themselves to Jameson on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Nice. That's gonna be me later tonight.
Jesus.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So I can't answer that.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Okay.
that that whole this is what it's all about thing Mark Madden does. If it wasn't apparent, that's a shtick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Well,
N9
see,
knows
he
that.
said he's not even. I can't. He like somebody said, "Why you keep coming after this kid?" He said he's not. He's just typing letters. Like that was his response. Was all he is quoting his tweets saying this is what it's all about.
Okay, interesting.
He said it's not bashing him.
What if he has a
or-
bot that anything
just says-
Juju tweets
yeah.
is just
"Oh, can we make that and then make him pay for it? Can somebody code that for me?"
Mike in Illinois said the Donut Bag is the best Pittsburgh-based podcast.
Wrong.
You know,
I sent.
I don't
this
have a
back.
I don't have a problem with that
Is
as
that?
long as he didn't say North Shore 9.
Yeah, that's fair.
You want
They-
to
they
you
cannot
want to
see
choose
that
Donut
today.
Bag over us? That's fine. As long as you don't pick Ryan and the other guy.
But he said, being
The other
serious,
guy.
even though the Pirates' ownership is cheap, they have a good team this year and will contend for a playoff spot.
Agreed.
I mean, you can say what you want about management, ownership, but as far as the team on the field, they're all right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of variation with where the record could be, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The pitching needs to hold up. That should be their strength, rotation and bullpen.
Yeah.
But can they manufacture enough runs? Because hopefully Gong gives them a little bit of power back to make up for the fact that Josh Bell only hit 12 homers last year.
Yeah. Oh god.
But they need a thumper because even manufacturing runs, they weren't that good at it last year.
Yeah. I mean, part of me just really wants Cole Tucker up here. Like it's not smart by any
Yeah.
I
means.
saw someone say he's the best shortstop in the organization.
Yeah.
I mean, I can definitely see it, especially if they're going to move.
And he
O'Neal
still
Cruz.
has room to grow into his frame. Like, he's very string beanie, if you know what I mean. He's thin. He's like a rod. But he actually has a decent amount of pop for his frame. And I think he could stand to add on a few pounds to it. Add to that power.
All right, what else?
Wagner Too Hopeless, as he is now called,
Just
says
change the ad.
the Steelers didn't have all of this drama with Todd Haley as OC.
Oh my god.
Take that as you will.
I forgot about that one. Go back to being sad. You're annoying now.
You're now. I'm just saying there were problems, but they were all exploded when Ben got his friend as his OC.
I mean, I didn't like that in the first place, but not for that reasoning.
I don't really have much to say on that, to be honest with you.
I don't really know what to say about it.
Other than the fact that they sucked in the red zone with Todd Haley. They didn't suck in the red zone last year.
And it might just be like
As far as the drama, I don't know how that correlates, but
I think well, part of me is like, what if it's just what's the word I'm looking for? Like it has no correlation. Like, what if it's just bad timing?
That
the
would be-
Pirates'
yeah.
slogan this year is "They're all right."
I'm okay
Could
with
you
it.
imagine that, like on the commercials that they do?
Please. That'd be awesome. I would pay for that.
They're all right. I mean,
They
I-
might win.
They're going to win some games.
Come out to PNC Park. The team might win.
We're a team.
We got guys playing.
Bob's happy.
they
I'm
might finish
happy.
first in the division. They might finish fifth. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Should I? Oh, man, that's such a rip-off shirt, but I think that'd be funny.
What?
Bob's happy. I'm happy. The sponsors are happy. You're happy.
That's so many words.
I know.
Who wants to
make-
read?
Make a shirt that says first or fifth.
Yeah.
Just marry Crosby already. That's what Ryan said.
I mean,
Hey, it's legal.
North Shore 9 says,
Jesus.
parents, nobody will ever give a shit that you coached and got first place in kids' T-ball, and it will not lead to a professional coaching career. Teach the kids the fundamentals and how to play, and more importantly, allow them to have fun.
Fundamentals. Yeah, screw that. I'm teaching my kid
Where
how
did
to
that
bat.
come from?
Teaching my kid how to bat, flip, and hit dingers.
I'm not sure how this relates specifically to Pittsburgh sports, but sports in general.
I feel like
sure.
that was
Maybe-
deep-seated.
Maybe that's a Newcastle thing.
Ah.
Maybe
Well,
that's
I can attest.
But it did not
Scott,
have.
Scott Park.
But it did not have anything to do with what we asked. But thank you anyway.
By the way,
But thank you.
I want the get his face emoji. I might steal that.
But I agree. with that
steal it.
statement.
You can just sub to them and get it.
Nah.
Pete says the Pirates ownership and management team is the Pirates ownership and management team that put an end to a 20-year losing streak. They should be thanked for that.
You said the Pirates ownership
that's
and
what it says.
management team is the Pirates ownership and management team.
Yeah.
What happened right there
That's
was
what it
his brain
says.
exploded and then
No,
came
listen.
back.
So listen to this again. The Pirates ownership and management team is the Pirates ownership and management team that put an end.
Yeah.
to
Okay.
20
I guess you like paused after the Pirates ownership and management team is the Pirates ownership and management team,
Yeah.
and he took a pause.
Yeah.
And then he kept going.
Who do you think you are?
Whoever
I
that-
am.
Whoever put that forgot the same. But technically and rightly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
at
you're-
the same
yeah,
time,
you're
it's like, I mean, going back to, well, you know what, those trades are all looking pretty good for Rutherford now, but it's like, we won 2 cups, but it doesn't take away the fact that you can criticize now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I obviously appreciate the fact that the Pirates are relevant
Yeah.
again, or at least
Define relevant.
they were
Relevant
brought
outside
back.
of the city.
They were brought back into
fitty.
relevancy for at least 3 seasons, and these are the people that did it. But I don't think that means just because that happened, we have to all be stans and defend everything that Clint Hurdle
Never
and Neil
say that
Huntington
again,
do.
please.
I saw someone on Cannonball Corners, like Pirates Unpopular Opinions, say that they said the city was the happiest when the Pirates were good in between 13 and 15.
Yeah, because everybody shut up.
I can agree and disagree with that because, I mean, I guess it just depends on what people you were looking at or, like, what fans you were looking at. Because, yeah, Pirates fans were happy, but, like,
Penguins fans were
Penguins fans were
pissed.
pissed because they kept getting bounced in the first round. But then I could say we were pretty happy, like, literally, like, the year after the Pirates stopped being good, Penguins fans were pretty happy. We went
I
back
don't-
to back.
So I don't know what it is. I feel like when they won the back-to-back cups, I feel like that like high you get theoretic high.
Oh,
you
yeah, I
get-
was high.
Shut up. The theoretical high you get from winning a championship as a city
Yeah.
just didn't last as long as it normally does. Like Cleveland was riding that NBA championship.
Yeah, well,
Chicago
Well,
was
I mean,
riding
when
that
you get one
Series.
championship in a century, so
yeah, but even when the Penguins won 2009, that felt like forever.
yeah.
yeah.
And then when you win back to back, you woke up the day after in 2017. You're like, normal day.
Well, maybe we're just used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if we win the cup this year, like it'll be exciting, but it's like we won it 3 out of 4 years. It's like
Is this what
it's
the
like
Blackhawks
I'm
feel
not, I'm not gonna be like not excited for it or not happy about it, but it's different when you do it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I know. Yeah, I agree.
So like if they
I mean,
win,
I still felt the same way.
oh, so did
Like,
I.
yeah.
But but I get what he's saying. Like where, it I don't know. It didn't have as much. Like it's not like the Cubs who went 108 years without winning a championship.
Mhm.
Let's go another 108,
Yeah.
please.
I mean, that definitely,
Let's go for 109.
yeah, like that World
169.
Series definitely felt different from any other. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Cubs winning that 108 years. Like
It was a great series too.
I mean, I saw a video of a dude that was like 101 years old that,
yeah.
Mhm.
who was crying because he never thought he'd see the Cubs win
Yeah.
the World Series.
And that's why it's like, I didn't even have when the Cubs won it. I thought I was gonna be pissed, and it like they got that last out, and I didn't care.
I thought I would be
Like-
too, and I knew it wasn't going to be at the players. It was going to be at the fans.
Right, but it's like even the fans. I mean, obviously, fans sucked. They sucked for everybody.
Yeah,
But like you think about fans like that.
Yeah.
You know, like
exactly.
100-year-old people that are finally seeing their team win a World Series.
Yeah.
Like they
that might be us.
might be us one day.
Shut up.
But
But then you have the people like Tyler so infamously said didn't know baseball
yeah.
and was attacked for it,
Mm-hmm.
which I honestly think.
Okay, those girls were morons.
I know. Well,
Hold
on.
Don't get me triggered.
Hold on.
Don't get me.
Let's stop that. Anyway,
So they're not like our friend Amanda.
Okay,
I
those people were
Yeah.
morons.
I wholeheartedly
they just happen to be girls.
I
Okay,
wholeheartedly believe that the Cubs have more of those fans that just do not care about anything in the. I'm sorry, I had to
alright.
stop. There's a picture of DiNardo with a fake beard saying he's Dallas Keuchel.
It just made me mad that the only people that they knew were Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo. They didn't know anything else that was going on. They didn't know what team they were playing, and they were in PNC Park.
Yeah.
They didn't know they were playing the Pirates.
Who?
That's why I was mad.
I know.
Oh, I'm getting triggered right now.
I know. We literally didn't even have to say anything.
Sexist.
You said something.
Whoa, why did time out something?
Sexist.
Uh-oh. Who said something?
No, Amanda must have just put like 2 straight messages that said the same thing. It's probably the laughing face or something.
Oh.
But it like timed it out because it was the same exact symbol.
Also, I don't know what you're trying to say, Amanda, but I'm sorry if I'm offending you. It literally had nothing to do with them being girls
Yeah, I know.
at all. They were
That's-
just idiots.
That's what we made fun of when it first happened.
Oh, I know. Everybody called me sexist.
I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
A
I
se-
really...
And then I made the joke: a sexist, a kid with polio, and an autistic kid walking to a bar. It's around the 412.
I'm working on the polio thing.
Anyway, I wholeheartedly believe the Cubs have more of the fans that have no idea what's going on. They're just Cubs fans to be annoying Cubs fans.
Yeah, I mean, Pirates fans don't have that because we don't have enough fans.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what's your unpopular
I don't know if...
sports opinion?
Oh, man. If the Penguins sucked for the past week, it would have been the Pirates going to be the only team to make the playoffs in the city.
Okay, well, it can't be that.
I know. Man. I honestly don't know. Oh, it's okay to like Matt Murray as your goalie.
I just
It's
said
unpopular for like half the city.
Yeah.
It's still
so,
unpopular. What'd she say?
My stuff keeps getting deleted, but I'm not offended at all. Okay, good.
What is
Because it-
happening?
because it- maybe she might.
Listen,
Ryan, you're a mod. Do something about this.
Yeah, Ryan, do your
Nightbot.
job.
Nightbot does not like your shit.
Sometimes if you like spam something, it will just time you out. Like that happened to me before in a stream because I was spamming emotes.
I'll go back through later and check the words and everything.
My unpopular opinion. Can I say Sid's the best of all time?
Somebody said that.
Did they?
Yeah. I think it was that
For
Jedediah
ours?
You'd- No. It was like
Hmm.
unpopular hockey opinions, and said
Oh.
Sidney Crosby's the better than anyone that ever lived.
Yeah. I mean, I really believe that. So
I mean, yeah, I can definitely see it. I don't want to start that conversation again.
no,
There's an argument for it, absolutely.
it's a hard conversation to have.
Yeah.
But in my mind, he is.
It's one of those conversations that's never going to have an answer because everyone's so jaded and biased when
Trying
they
to
were
think if I
around.
have any others from
I'm trying to
Pittsburgh.
think if mine is even unpopular.
What is it?
See, that's the thing.
Because I think people should probably take case for 2015. I would say the Pirates pitching staff as a whole, rotation and bullpen, is the best
That they've had.
going into a season right now in my lifetime.
I think so.
What was this? What was going into the season in 15?
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm saying going into the season for this team, but I wasn't necessarily saying going into the season in 15 because like they got Hap. So I'm thinking like just overall the
Well,
pitching
15
staff. in
opening
15.
No, that's
Day-
what I meant. I didn't know what the going into the season in 15. Who were the pitchers?
Liriano Nova.
No,
we didn't have Nova.
no.
He came here in 16.
Cole-
Oh, that was 16? Okay.
Cole,
Liriano,
Cole
Cole,
Liriano.
Burnett.
Burnett,
Oh, that was his last year. I was right. I keep
Was
forgetting
Morton
about that.
still on
Morton,
a team?
He actually got booed off.
And
Locke.
yeah, Jeff Locke.
I mean, looking back at it, that definitely could have been the best.
And then by the end of the season, they added Hap to it.
Yeah.
I saw another one.
And then the bullpen,
Oh, man. Joe Blanton.
Melanson, Watson,
Soria.
Soria. So I'm saying this team, this pitching staff right now,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
is better than that one.
I saw
Including the bullpen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I saw another one of the Pirates like unpopular opinions, and I forget who it was.
Uh-huh.
It's just random person on Twitter. He said that letting AJ Burnett go to the Phillies in 2014 cost the Pirates a World Series.
I wouldn't doubt it. I honestly wouldn't doubt it.
I forgot about Ryan's. I don't know why it didn't show up, but I was going through the mentions.
They're old. They're like 3 or 4 days ago.
So Ryan said had the Steelers not lost Shazier, they would have won the Super Bowl.
And you can also make an argument for that.
Which year was that?
They were
No.
13-3 and lost to the Jaguars.
That was the same year. That was last year.
That was
Like
not the past season, the season before.
Yeah.
yeah, like not the one that ended like this year.
Yeah.
Like
The last time they made the playoffs. Was,
Yeah.
yeah.
huh.
Yeah. It's
We
Yeah.
For
signed
some
Sean
reason, I thought it was
Spence.
the year before.
Nah. It happened December 4th, Monday Night Football against the Bengals.
2016, 17?
17.
17, yeah.
Quite possibly.
So they went 13-3 that season, put up 42 points against the best defense in football in the divisional round and got bounced.
They might have been able to tackle Fournette in that game.
Yeah. Sean Spence. See, I understand why we didn't bring it up, but the Steelers lost LJ Fort to the Eagles. I understand him wanting to leave. Like, that dude literally had to have nobody in front of him to be given an opportunity. I didn't get it. Like, for what he was good.
Yeah,
like,
he wasn't bad.
You
at
can't
all.
put him on Keenan Allen and expect him to succeed.
No.
But he was their best middle linebacker at covering tight ends.
Yeah.
And if you're going to put one on a receiver, I don't know why you would do that anyway. But
Apparently he was kind of a dick,
really?
so they may have just purged the locker room.
I don't know. I really never heard anything about him.
Yeah.
And then Amanda said, I know you've moved on.
There's no such thing as moving on this
But
podcast.
but what I said before everything got deleted was I hate talking to people about baseball who understand literally nothing about it, guy or girl.
Oh, wait, we just got one. I love my Renegade. Or I love Renegade. It was the entrance song at my wedding reception. Okay, Zach.
But the Steelers should retire it at Heinz Field until the defense gets better.
Ooh.
I think the Steelers should retire it in general. Period. Gone. Because they suck after it plays now.
Okay, so this is going to be irrelevant to Tyler, but it'll make sense to Smitty. It needs to be like finishing moves in wrestling.
Know what a finishing move is.
Okay. I just want to make sure. But just it's overused now. Pull it out of your pocket just very rarely.
Or just don't play it.
Why?
Because it doesn't work.
But people lose their shit.
But that's what his whole thing. He said until the defense gets better.
Yeah.
It's not. So you're saying retire? It's not like eventually they're gonna hopefully.
And here's the whole thing. That defense in 2001, was that a good defense? Or what year was it?
2002
Sorry.
playoffs.
Yeah. Was that like a good defense? Or was that just like, man?
See, I was 7.
It doesn't
Actually,
even
6.
slap.
Huh?
Doesn't even slap.
I personally I love it, but like I get it.
Well, we've
Like,
had this
right now-
conversation before. To me, I don't connect Renegade to the Steelers because my dad listened to Styx and I heard that song in my car.
Gotcha.
Yeah. See, I had never heard it before,
Yeah.
so it's
See,
It's
I
different.
have exactly what you two do combined, and I still like when that song comes on, it's the Steelers.
I mean, Mobamba hits harder, so
Oh, best idea ever! Can we do that?
who?
Third down Steelers.
Who's can
defense?
we? Like
Just the city of Pittsburgh. Can we get a petition to put Mo Bamba as the new Renegade?
start it and see how many signatures.
hey,
you get.
I mean, we were there when they we were there when they played it at the Virginia Tech game multiple times.
And the first time, that was
That was a blast.
yeah. The first time they do it, free Natty Light for everyone.
That was right after your acoustic set.
Oh, did we ever talk about that on here? That was
Yeah.
hysterical.
Yeah, because we recorded right after.
Yeah. What was I wearing? A beanie, a yellow flannel.
Yeah.
It was open. I can't remember what I had under it. And we walked into the casino, and somebody's like, "Yeah, they're just gonna let you in for nothing. They're gonna put you in the back room." And be like, "What
Ryan
time's your
says,
set?"
"Play Jonas Brothers, guaranteed Steelers Super Bowl."
Wait,
It's hard to argue with that one.
Big Time Rush.
Did you wait?
I
Wait.
tagged you in that.
Yeah, it
video.
was you. I
Yeah.
was thinking for a second I went to Sarge. You tagged me in that video. Did you see it?
I
too?
liked it. Yeah, that was so good.
Big Time Rush is coming back.
Like, how does somebody think of that? Like,
They don't.
to connect the dots.
They don't.
All right, so Ryan, I need to know what Jonas Brothers song are we talking about? So, picture this.
Yeah.
It's the end of the third quarter. The Steelers are about to play what would be Renegade, but you're replacing it with a Jonas Brothers song. What do you play?
Year 3000.
SOS?
Ah. We're not gonna get
Burning
into
up.
I mean,
or Stuck. You could just do Stuck. That's the new one, right?
Sucker.
Sucker. That's what
I was
it
like
is.
stuck.
I'm triggered.
I
I'm like,
listen. I
wait.
never seen the name of it. I played it last week. I've never seen the name of it until today.
Yeah.
Also, I will say this again. I lost a lot of blood, and I also don't have a lot of sleep in me. So
Fair, to be honest. All right, well, everybody that's still watching. Oh, God. I was like, is that a song? Amanda started putting lyrics from Burning Up. I was like, what is that?
oh boy.
I thought Herb left middle of pick game.
No.
No, he
walked out with you
came in the
guys.
middle of pick
Yeah, I
game.
came in the middle.
Yeah, he
Because I came
late.
straight from work.
He
Yeah.
came in the middle. Jesus.
Don't.
And then he was gone for a while.
I did disappear because I was
Yeah.
freezing cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
that's
went in the bathroom.
Okay, I get it, Ryan. I get it.
So if you are still watching us on Twitch, thank you. If you are watching but not following, please hit that follow button. Remember, if you or literally anybody that you know, even if you don't know them but happen to have their Amazon Prime information, you can link that to your Twitch account, which is free to sign up for, by the way, on Twitch. And you get one free Twitch Prime sub that can be used right here because right above Pod Hub Network, it says subscribe.
March Madness, too.
I used
Get ready
mine
for that.
today.
Again, as I've mentioned on Twitter, I don't know if I've really brought it up on here,
I don't think
but
so.
there's a command for it if you go ! March Madness. It will tell
Oh.
you that we are running a March Madness tournament. $10 a bracket. You can do up to 5. Hit me up on my personal account or through around the 412, however you need to get in on it. Selection Sunday is tomorrow, so the games are going to be
Does
starting.
Madness have 2 Ds?
No.
Madness.
I'm an idiot.
Madness.
So get in on it. It's going to be a ton of fun. See how many people we can get to do it. Look, see, Nightbot tweeting it out for not tweeting it out, putting it out for us in the chat.
Yeah.
Go
Doing something
follow
good
the
for us.
Pod Hub Network. Follow us on all our social media accounts. If you are listening somewhere else that isn't Twitch, I don't know why you're doing that. Please come follow us on Twitch. Watch us as we're live. Connect with us in chat. Talk to everybody else that's interacting with us. We'll talk to you guys next week when I get back from Atlantic City. Maybe, because if I win a ton of money, we're going to be not
Gone.
doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bet some time I'm still up on the charts. How my music motivation, I look back at the start. How the whole situation really got me this far. Are we going shot forever? Will we go?